Good morning and welcome to Energetics and Food Inspiration. This week we have two of the three cards from the same energy center, sandwiching the highest energy center, the crown chakra, in between. So every time we eat, we have the chance to bring our health to a higher state, to maintain our current state, or even move into a state of symptoms that expand and develop into disease. The relationship that we have with food and how we eat are a clue, or they can be a clue, to how we approach everything else in our lives. The universal law of creation shows us that the outside world is a reflection of our inner world. As within, so without. So join me each week as we dive into energetics and food inspiration and focus on what we can do to bring ourselves back into energetic balance. As I mentioned, the first and the third cards this week are from the fifth energy center, or the throat chakra. Last week, the throat chakra appeared for the first time, and this energy center informs us that when our words mirror our actions, we are living in our truth. The throat chakra connects 4 out of our 5 senses: our mouth for taste, our nose for smelling, our ears for hearing, and again our mouth for sensation. It's the energy center that focuses on the experiences of your life. It's really very hands-on, and it's all about the relationship or the connection with food and eating rather than the actual food itself. And what we need to remember is that when we eat, we are absorbing not only the nutrients of the foods, but also their energy or their vibration. And our health is determined by energy and its flow into our metabolic network. So the first card from the throat energy center says, I express my authenticity in my food choices. Who you are as an individual is made up not only of your experiences, but also your genes, your epigenetics, your body type, your preferred, your preferences, and your personal and family history. This is what makes you, you, as does eating. Have you always eaten the same kinds of foods, or have you been adventurous in your choices? This card invites you to recognize the path you have taken with the choices that you've made around food, and it invites you to then see what you can do to live an authentic way with your food choices. The food choices that you have taken up to this point are what makes you, you. So this week, experiment with color, experiment with taste and smells, as these enhance the energy of the throat center. Now, my clients love the Rainbow Food Tracker tool that I use with them. It helps them to increase the variety of foods that they're eating and also the colors of the foods that they're eating. So if you'd like the Rainbow Food Tracker for yourself, leave a rainbow or a rainbow GIF in the comments below and I'll share it with you. Now, if this is the first time that you have come across my energetics and food inspiration, hi, welcome. My name is Lee, and I am a hormone specialist, a silent counseling practitioner, and health coach. And I help women to release their sugar cravings, hot flashes, and poor sleep so that they can have a positive relationship with their body and prioritize themselves, their health, and well-being to enjoy the next phase of life with confidence. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Now, the second card is from the 7th chakra, the crown center, and this center connects you to your spiritual source, whatever that may be for you. It moves us to be more. That's what it does. It moves us to be more. And when it is out of balance, you may find it hard to maintain your faith in something greater than yourself, or you feel let down by, or on a deeper level, by God or a higher power. So this card, I welcome the divine into every meal, encourages us to look at the foods we're eating, as they can say something about our connection with the divine. The quote, "Your body is your temple, keep it pure and clean for the soul to reside in," calls you to shift your relationship with food and your lifestyle choices. And you can welcome the divine into your meals by choosing foods that serve your highest good. You can choose the manner in which you eat. Will it be hurried, which would indicate a lack of time for the divine? Or will you fill yourself to the point of being overfull where it's uncomfortable, which would indicate that there is no space for the divine? Or do you eat to numb yourself, which would indicate avoiding deeper issues? Take the time this week to notice how you welcome the divine into your meals. Now, would you like your own energetics and food inspiration session with me? Each month I offer a limited number of personal energetic and food inspiration sessions. And to get my personal guidance around your food and lifestyle habits, you can comment EFI, E-F-I, below in the comments, and I will send you my calendar link so that you can book your session. I will make a recording for you, and once I've received some background information from you, and then we will have a private session to answer any questions about your recording once you have watched that. So if you would like a personal energetics and food inspiration session with me, comment EFI, E-F-I, below, and I will send you the calendar booking link so that you can go ahead and schedule that for yourself. Now we return to the throat energy center for our third card. And when the throat is out of balance, we may find that we feel out of control around the decisions that we need to make in our lives. Or you may get upset when life doesn't seem to go your way, or you express your thoughts, emotions, and feelings in a forceful manner. So this card says, when I eat, I engage all my senses. Sometimes we can eat with our eyes. And there's the old saying that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But what we need to remember, or what we can remember, is that the throat chakra connects 4 out of our 5 senses. And these help us to enjoy all the pleasures of eating. And this card ties in so nicely with the second card of bringing the divine into our meals. The key here is to slow down. when you eat, so that the senses can participate and you can notice them. So even before you eat, your ears may have heard the prep in the kitchen. Your nose may have smelt, well, it should have smelt, the food being cooked. And as the food is presented to you, you are able to take it in visually. Then when you put your fork to your mouth, you can feel the texture of the food and the source of the taste. This is what I call mindful eating. So this week, coordinate the actions of eating with the senses and notice how your awareness amplifies. Now, at the time of this recording, I have space to work with 4 women in my private one-on-one container. The women that I work with are ready to unlock their mojo, razzle dazzle, by having a healthier relationship with their body and a positive frame of mind to enjoy the next phase of life by releasing cravings, hot flashes, poor sleep, and who no longer want to follow a diet cycle of restriction and willpower. So if this sounds like you and you would like to work with me one-on-one for a period of 10 weeks, then do reach out, and you can do that by sending me a private message, a DM, or even an email. And we can speak about working together and what the next steps would be. So thank you so much for joining me this week for Energetics and Food Inspiration. I will see you again next week for another session. I would love for you to tell me in the comments below what you will be focusing on this week. Will you be finding ways to bring the divine into your meals, or will you be focusing on something else? Let me know what you choose. And if you found this helpful, which I hope you did, please show your love by leaving some hearts for me, and share with a friend and help them to become inspired by the food choices that they're making. So I will see you again next week. Thanks for joining me this week.